the limited edition Reeseman 5.
Yeah, I think that's actually the most rare Brawlhalla title. You had to go to the 2023 BCX wearing your 2022 jersey, like the BCX jerseys they handed out, if I'm not mistaken. And I think only about 10 or 15 or so people in the community actually have that title. So it's pretty impressive that he has that.
Indeed. Even what else is also impressive?
What?
A level 100 Ember.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Whoa.
Both of
Ember
these
on Small
players
World's
on the
in.
Qatars.
This map always scares me because it feels like anything can KO at any time on this map.
That is true. This is actually my favorite map. I kind of just think of it as like small brawl, but like reskinned. Um,
I
and they're
definitely can
both
see that.
on unpopular legends, actually. I mean, the Qatars make sense, but usually when I think of Qatars players, I think of like Lin Fei or Caspian. But wow, error code
Whoa.
SDing there, going for a ground pound and misinputting a Sair. I don't know what happened, but Reeseman now up a stock. Maybe he just has luck on his side today.
Error code making an error, man. Yeah, it was told in a prophecy. I hope he doesn't make another one. That almost killed, but side sig is not enough to take out Ragnar. But the
Yeah.
insig is.
Definitely using those SIGs properly on his legend. Ember with the low attack is pretty much completely reliant on SIGs in order to kill. But that D-SIG there, a bit ambitious. Reefman not punishing though, going for the weapon instead. Now both players just trading hits on the Qatars. Seeing a little bit of an edge guard here coming from Reeseman. Error code throws his weapon in order to approach, but now he's just disarmed against Qatars, which is not a very fun matchup to be in. He has the bow now. See him doing a little bit of dodging and weaving with the movement, but Reeseman just punishes those. Error code approaching with the weapon throw again. Reeseman missing the true combo and then eating a sig for it. He really needs to confirm this stock. He catches the Sair, and yeah, his opponent doesn't have any jumps left, and he takes stock too.
So far, what I'm seeing is Reeseman is really good at building up damage, especially good at catching Qatar like D-lights. But it's not able to really extend them, while Error code is able to get a lot of SIGs in, which evens up the damage a lot of the time.
Absolutely. You saw Error code going for the side sig there, but Reeseman punishing with a delay recovery. And yeah, Error code kind of really fishing for this kill. He really needs to get a sig, but I mean, Reeseman just catching these Qatar strings. He was talking earlier about how he's improved recently, and definitely proving it now. Has error code on his last stock in pretty much kill percent, considering that error is on Ember. So I think if he throws out any Ragnar SIGs, that should be the game. I don't think he's used the SIG yet. The Sair almost taking out error code's last stock. You see him protecting the edge with the D SIG there. The N light still not going to be enough.
I'm surprised to see Error code sticking to the bow for this final stock.
Yeah,
I guess
definitely
there's a lot of
surprising.
gimp potential with Ember's SIGs on the bow.
Absolutely. The GC side light getting punished by a D-light recovery there. And Reeseman taking game 1. Wow.
I just realized I'm surprised that that I saw the bow, but I just looked at the clan and it's bow gang.
Ah, that does make sense now.
I should have known better.
That.
I'm going to the same map.
Ah, yes. Okay, so I'm looking at error codes Legends played. His number 1 is Ember, then Asuri, then Kaya, then Koji, then Diana. So 4 out of his 5 are all bow legends. Definitely a bow player. So it makes sense.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Alright, going into game 2. Also, one thing we must consider, this last match, Error code did have a SD. And
yeah,
it was
he
pretty
did
relatively
SD in
close.
the first few seconds.
So let's see if things are different this time.
Wow.
Alright, so far nice back and forth from both players on the target. Oh, what a read. Wait, does not extend it.
Reeseman looking like the GOAT though.
He looking like a sushi chef.
I mean, error code really just can't find a way in here. He has his favored bow here on the left side of the stage. Reeseman Going for the GC side sig, Ericode able to punish the landing. Yeah, throwing out the side sig in order to get the KO, but Reeseman's still in orange, so I actually don't know if that would have killed. Yeah, just sends him to the left side of the stage. Error really good at catching these landings though. Reeseman needs to find this kill here pretty soon before Error is able to stack up the damage. Yeah, we see another side sig coming out. Can pretty much just throw out the sigs for free on this Ember Legend. Yeah, a little bit of a sig spam, but I mean, hey, it's working because he takes the first stock and is now on the lead in game 2.
Hey, you don't get to level 100 Ember without knowing what you can and can't spam.
Absolutely. Reeseman kind of just like floating around his opponent, avoiding the hitboxes until he can get this KO. Trying to get it with the recovery there, but he doesn't really find it. Air is still trying to catch these landings. Goes for that dare into axe recovery again, but it still doesn't connect. Throws his weapon, and now he's unarmed against Bo. And the unarmed side air is going to be what takes the first stock. Definitely could have been more efficient there, but the game is pretty even. He tries to go for a dodge in read, but it doesn't really work out. Yeah, what an ambitious sig there coming out from Aircode.
Even charging it.
Yeah.
So far, Reeseman not too far back. Gets the D-Light read. Does not get much
What?
after.
The GCD sig there a bit confusing. He gets punished for it, and now he's on the left side of the stage. He ate a lot of damage. Wow. Both of these players throwing out some interesting sigs, but not really getting punished for it. And yeah, the Bo's side sig is going to be what takes his second stock. And now Reeseman at a pretty significant damage. Or significant deficit, excuse me.
Reeseman's not able to find a way through that side sig. Aaron's just placing him way too well.
Yeah, absolutely. But he's able to find the KO there, though.
Okay, 1-1. Anybody's game. Okay, good read. Solid damage too. Solid D-Light. Nair. Okay.
What?
Does not get the D-Light. Both in orange.
Almost.
Ever hurting a little bit more though. Disarm too. Oh. D-Light recovery.
Wow.
Reeseman really showing off today.
Yeah,
I've never seen him like this.
Extremely confidently. I mean, him bringing that back was insane. Actually making Aircode switch off of his main legend. No longer on the level 100 Ember. He's now on the level 50 Asuri, rocking the attack stance, losing a little bit of that dexterity. Let's see if he's able to make anything happen here.
Reeseman's up 2-0, right? Or is it 1-1?
Yes, Reeseman is 2-0 in this. This is potentially, Aircode's last game in the tourney if Reeseman is able to win this here, which is why I think we saw the legend swap coming out.
I'm definitely intrigued. I feel like the Ember had a bit more coverage.
Yeah, definitely. Reeseman keeps catching these spot dodges coming out from Aircode off of his Qatar's D-Lights pretty consistently. Wow.
Wow. In unison right there.
Yeah. Reeseman doing a lot of wake-ups on these Qatar strings because of the low startup of Qatars. Even if his wake-up doesn't work, I'm pretty sure it'll still clash with the next attack just because of how fast Qatars is. There's just something interesting about that weapon. What an ambitious sig.
Oh, that D-Sig was even more ambitious.
Yeah. Wow.
Was not expecting that Asuri to come up that fast, but you gotta respect Asuri's speed.
Definitely. Yeah, we saw the spot dodge coming out from air off of the D-Light again, but Reeseman missing the punish that time, not thinking his opponent would do the same thing. But I mean, as soon as he gets this KO, he's not really at that much of a damage deficit. He can still bring this game back for sure. It's only a slight lead for air in this moment.
Ooh, does not get the D-Light. Reeseman with the reverse recovery to take that stock.
Yeah, he's really good at spacing those Qatar's recoveries. I think he's gotten a decent amount of KOs with it so far. Ooh. Getting
Uh-oh.
edge guarded here. Not really able to get around this sword. Yeah, eating a lot of damage right now.
Once again, Reeseman still catching the same D-Light read,
Mm-hmm.
but was punished this time by the sword. Disarm. Ooh. Alright, weapon starving from error to Reeseman. Reeseman. Can he make it back on stage?
He
Ooh.
does.
Wow. But the D-Light recovery. So
Yeah,
far, error's
Reeseman-
ahead.
I think he assumed his opponent was going to go for a dodge read there, so he didn't throw out a dodge, but Air just finishing the string and taking the second stock. I honestly think Reeseman can still bring this back. Yeah, the Nair into recovery almost killing the Asiri off the top. Tried to catch the landing there, but the dodge avoids it. And yeah, the Enlight recovery pretty much equalizes the game again.
Anybody's game, but Reeseman for sure has a lot more of the momentum going right now.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely think Reeseman wants to keep Code off of the sword, considering that extended sword edge guard he ate is the reason why he was not in the lead anymore to begin with. But Code sticking on it, proving my point exactly, catching a lot of these sword sidelights, about 3 in a row there. Now he eats a sword Sair, and then the ground pound is gonna finish the stock. Yeah.
Okay. Going to game 4. Will Code be able to bring this back?
Possibly. His sword is looking really good. Definitely much better than his bow. On the Asiri, we're not seeing as many SIGs as he was using on the Ember. Definitely just using a lot more light attacks, slowly stacking that damage. And maybe that alone is what the difference is. I mean, we just saw a lot of ambitious SIGs being thrown out. Not really getting that many confirms, but he was hitting them in order to get the KOs when it counts. But his Asiri looking much, much, much better in terms of neutral.
3, 2, 1.
Back to Small World's End. Looks like we're going with the same legends, same stances.
Yeah, both players really enjoy this map, which I can respect. No platforms, just all smoke, straight hands.
There's nowhere to run to. They're keeping the damage even so far. Weapon throwing the Enlight. Reeseman without a weapon. Will Error be able to get something out of this? Nope.
Wow. Reeseman consistently finding those dodge punishes off of his Qatar's D-Light. I don't know if he's reacting or reading, but he seems to catch those dodge punishes extremely consistently. Code switching back to the sword. Definitely his better performing weapon in this matchup. Reeseman, rare misinput there, not catching the sidelight D-Light when his opponent doesn't have a dodge. Now he's gonna have to fight for this KO.
Usually when you see a sword player, you're expecting a lot more D-Lights. But
Yeah.
Code is definitely feeling confident with the sidelights here. To disrupt the Qatars.
Yeah, Code has definitely been the type of player who seems like he wants to move around a lot, so that might be why he favors sidelights, since it's more of a moving hitbox. You see him like just throwing out dashes every time he moves, a lot of jumps, never really staying in the same place. Definitely trying to confuse his opponent, and the GC, what is that, N-Sig? Gets punished by a D-Light recovery. Really ambitious with these SIGs, as we were talking about before, and he loses his stock for it that time, but I mean, he's not really down that much. He just needs to find a KO here. Yeah, the D-Sig is going to equalize the game immediately. Wait, was that D-Sig? I actually don't know a series SIGs. All of them like look the same to me.
I'm trying to remember. That was an Insig, I believe.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, apparently it was a side SIG. Yeah, I don't play this legend.
Oh, we were looking at the guitar style.
Oh my! The N-Sig. I thought he was going to go for a little bit more there on the edge after catching that N-Sig, since Air didn't really have that many jumps left. But he lets him get back to stage, punishes the dodge with a Qatar Sair, and now Air is already in red on his second stock. Able to make it back though, and Reeseman once again just with these dodge punishes off of his Katar's D-Light. I don't know how he does it.
He's not missing a D-Light. If
Yeah,
I'm Era, I definitely don't want to ditto on the Katars.
absolutely. I think error code might need to switch up his dodge timing or something every single time he gets hit with the Katar's D-Light, because Reeseman is just not missing those. Maybe he might want to start waking up more. I don't know. He definitely needs to switch something up. But Reeseman building up the damage on Erico's last stock. The D-Sig already has him in orange. The N-Sig sending him to the bottom right of the stage. Ericode potentially on his tourney stock here, throwing out the Sig, and he gets punished for it. Reeseman already has him in red. He's still not dead. Whew.
Side Sig 1-1. If Eric can get a very solid Gimp or just outplay him to the max, then maybe we can get a game 5.
Hopefully, I would love to see a game 5, but I mean, Reeseman, I don't know with how confident he's playing. He catches the delay recovery, throws out an unarmed Sarah. Erico throwing his weapon. Now he's unarmed against Katars. Terrible spot to be in, and Reeseman punishing the spot dodge in order to win the set. Erico is now out of the tourney, and I think Reeseman advances to losers finals.